So what are we gonna call this video?
ChatGPT takes on Newport Beach?
Maybe. Or we could say, what would ChatGPT do if she visited Newport Beach for the day?
Perfect.
Today we want to talk to you about our perfect day in Newport Beach. And we just want to make sure that you guys wait till the very, very end. Watch all this because we are doing a $200 giveaway and there are some rules that apply. We just want to make sure that you don't miss out on this amazing gift. Let's jump into this.
Let's do it.
A few months ago, I had this idea about asking ChatGPT what she would do if she visited Newport Beach for the day. For a few reasons. Number one, AI is trending right now, right? Like everyone's talking about ChatGPT, everyone's talking about AI. So we thought, hey, why not leverage AI and find a way to explore the city that we love and create content that would be fun for people to watch and maybe inspire other people to leverage AI to figure out things they can do in their city.
Yeah, especially fun things that we've never done before.
Not only never done, but not even we wouldn't even pick some of the stuff that we were able to do on that day. So, and it also gave us the ability to support local businesses, which is really fun. And it gave us a chance to go out and spend the day together.
Yeah.
So why don't we jump in and actually talk to you about what ChatGPT told us to do. And then we'll tell you kind of how our day went. One thing I want to make sure everyone does is stick with us until the very, very end because we do have a giveaway. And the giveaway will require you to have the answers of some of the stuff we're talking about. So you kind of got to watch the whole video and answer the questions right to win the gift that we're going to talk about at the very end. And babe, what do we want everybody to do before we keep going?
Oh, like, subscribe, and share.
Yes. So you guys, when you subscribe to the channel, when you like it, when you share it, you're telling YouTube that you like what we're doing. And when you tell YouTube that you like what we're doing, they show us love. And when they show us love, it gives us the ability to do even cooler things like this so that you guys always can stay ahead of what's going on in Newport Beach and coastal Orange County. So I basically said to ChatGPT, if you were gonna visit Newport Beach for the day, arriving in the morning and leaving after dinner, and you had never been here before, what would you do to maximize your time? Here's what ChatGPT said. Morning, arrival and breakfast at 10 a.m. Head to Alta Coffee or Lido Bottle Works for a relaxing breakfast with a view of the marina. So what did we do?
We chose Alta Coffee. Okay.
Also, we've actually been to Lido Bottle Works.
Oh yeah, that's
And I think you had been to Alta Coffee.
Yeah.
But I hadn't. So we thought, let's go there. It's light, it's fast, and it's somewhere that one of us hadn't been to.
Yeah. It was a long time ago anyway, so I couldn't really remember.
All right, guys. So we just left Alta.
Yep.
We haven't tried our coffees yet.
Cheers.
What did you get?
I got a iced latte. I usually get hot, but it's kind of warm out here right now.
And I got an iced Americano. Place was really busy. I've never been there. Tanya, you've been there. When did you go there last time?
Yeah, I've been there once, like a while ago. How is it?
It's so tasty. It's so rich and so delicious and refreshing.
We should come back and try this.
Definitely we'll come back. The coffee's a 10 out of 10. I'm loving it. Although I do want to eat. We have lunch planned and dinner planned. So cheers to coffee.
Yeah, so what did you think about the coffee?
So I'm not a huge getting a weird coffee. I always get an Americano. So as long as the beans are good and they're roasted nicely, you know, it's just an espresso with water. So
what did you rate the coffee?
So I mean, I rated it a 10 out of 10 based on the fact that it was a good Americano, right? I mean, what, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever.
I rated it a 7.5 because I'm from Australia and we have really, really good coffee there. So it's very hard to...
You're a little bit of a coffee snob, which is totally understandable because Australia does have the best coffee.
Yeah, really, really good. True.
When we do go back to Alta Coffee, we will definitely sit on the patio and have breakfast.
Yeah.
But we were on a schedule, we were on a mission, so we raced over to Balboa Pier. Home of the Fun Zone, which may or may not make an appearance today. So what were your thoughts and feelings around the Balboa Pier?
The pier was okay if you've never done it before. I mean, it's kind of cool to walk it and see people fishing. I mean, I'm not sure I would eat fish that was caught from there, but
no chance.
It was fun.
Comment below, actually, would you eat a fish that you caught off the end of a pier?
And then also it's fun to see, because like there's always like a rubies, right? at the
Most
end.
of these piers in OC, SoCal have a Ruby's at the end, yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun and nostalgic to see. But I mean,
It was.
It was a pier.
I mean, it was a pier. Look, at the end of the day, are we gonna rush back to the pier again? Probably not. It's one of those things that, like, at least for me, I'm doing it maybe once every 10 or 15 years, and I feel like if I was ever gonna go back again, it would be because somebody that's visiting is like, hey, can we go to the pier? And we're like, okay, we'll take you to the pier.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it's a tourist thing.
Total tourist thing. There was more people fishing on the pier than actually people on the pier. But some things I really liked about it was being able to walk all the way out to the end and like the views
look at the
of the ocean. It was a beautiful, clear day. You'll see in the footage that we did. It was a beautiful, clear day. And it was really fun to stand on the pier and just see all the people on the beach on both sides.
Oh my gosh, it was packed.
Just packed.
Yeah.
Like the real estate there was a hot commodity, and you had people, it was a hot day. So we had people with easy ups and tents and just
They were having fun.
they were having fun. So it was really cool. Guys, we just did the pier walk. You know, I think the pier is kind of like nostalgic. Like, it's cool to do it, I think, every once in a while, but like, I think I'm good for another 10 years.
Oh yeah, totally. It's always fun to run into the Rubies at the end. Started smelling some snacks and I don't know. I was feeling a little tempted, but Rob wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin our appetite, but we are headed now to the Balboa Ferry, and we're gonna pop over to Balboa Island, and we got some fun treats for you over there.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That's
That's something
really,
I'd never done before.
and I had actually never done it as a pedestrian. For those of you who don't know, to make it from the mainland, or like from like the Balboa Island area to the peninsula from where it's at, is like a 25 or 30-minute drive depending on traffic, or it's like a 2-minute ferry ride. For pedestrians, it was $3.50 to use the ferry. Nice, babe. Way to handle business. Now, there's a funny story that we'll talk about on our way back, but we basically gave them, it was $1.75 a person. So it ends up being $3.50 per person. I mean, per couple.
Okay,
$3.50 a couple.
I'm not the math person.
$1.75 a person, $3.50 a couple.
Yeah, and I had $4.
You gave them $4 and said keep the change.
Keep the change.
So we'll tell them the funny story on the way back.
All right.
Okay. That was really fun. We got to go on the ferry, and we made our way to Balboa Island within, what, 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
It was quick.
So let's see what ChatGPT says. Balboa Island from 1 to 3. So I want to say it was around 12:30 or 1 when we made our way over to Balboa Island. Stroll around Balboa Island, enjoy the quaint shops and cafes, grab a Balboa bar or a frozen banana from one of the local stands for a sweet treat. So we definitely strolled around the island, right? Because where the Balboa Island ferry drops you off
we
was
walked all the way around.
probably what, 20 minutes, 25-minute walks to downtown, right? Where all those shops are and the stands are and everything. We didn't really go to any of the shops because we were walking a lot.
Plus, I probably would have spent too much money.
Yeah, we had a long day ahead of us, and we didn't get a Balboa bar, but we did get a frozen banana, which is another thing that I've never done as a resident of Orange County.
Sure about that?
Yep, never had a frozen banana on Balboa Island. Okay. And it says go to some boutique shops and check it out and support local businesses. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see our view.
So the frozen banana is basically like an icon for that little island, right?
Yep.
You have to get a frozen banana. So
and I had never had one before, and I don't think you had ever had one.
No, I don't think I had.
So that was really fun.
Yeah, that was super cool. And so ChatGPT told us to go to which...
So actually I asked Siri, I said, get me walking directions to the frozen banana stand, and it got us directions to Dad's original frozen banana. So there's a couple spots on the island, but we're gonna go to that one because this is an AI day, so we're gonna leave it up to artificial intelligence. And so we're gonna get one banana with the works, and we're gonna share it and let you guys know what we think, but we just wanna show you downtown. Now, when you make your way there, there's also sugar and spice frozen banana. Now, the funny thing is they're literally next to each other, and they both say the original frozen banana stand. So we honored Siri, And we made our way to Dad's, and then Tanya was like, well, why don't we get one banana from each stand
and compare them.
So we ended up going to Dad's, and we got a frozen banana, and what we got was the frozen banana with milk chocolate and peanuts on top. And we actually asked them who the original banana stand really was.
Yeah.
And honestly, we didn't get an answer. Frozen. So which one's the original? Can you tell us the story?
I don't know.
You don't know? So we bought the banana, I think it was like $6.50.
Yeah.
So we made our way over to Sugar and Spice, and we ordered the same thing there, but actually the person helping us said that it's much better with dark chocolate than milk chocolate. So we said, you know what? We're comparing the two. Let's get one dark and one milk. So we got that, and then we asked them who the original banana stand was, and they actually told us.
Yeah.
So we opened in 1945 as like the original banana stand.
Okay.
They opened in the 60s as a donut shop. So as you see here, you can just go to the window and you can just walk right by and just stand here. But over there, you can go inside the shop because it was set up as a bakery.
Okay.
Like donuts and stuff like that. And then they added the window.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're in a little alleyway because it's just crazy and we wanted to review both. So this is Dad's original banana.
And this is
The original banana.
original
frozen banana.
banana. Like they
Try
look
that
very
one.
different too, by the way. This one's like thicker and
Dark chocolate. This is milk chocolate.
Okay.
Cheers.
shit.
I like this one better.
More flavor.
I like the dark chocolate better. I mean, the banana's the banana. It's a frozen banana.
The original wins the name.
I think I'm gonna go with the original as well. The original is just straight up OG bananas, and so
Bananas.
I'm gonna give it to the original because they just do one thing great. Look, from what I know, Sugar and Spice is the original frozen banana. Now, since going to Balboa Island, one of my friends said that there's actually a third frozen banana stand. We didn't see it, so if you know about the third one, comment below and let us know so we can go check it out. It was near there. After the banana, we made our way back to the ferry. Tell them the story about the ferry while I pull up.
Oh my gosh, okay, so then the ferry. So I guess I didn't know I only had $7. And so
Which is ironically the exact amount of money we needed to get there and back with no tip.
So I ended up giving them a tip because one, it was like 50 cents and I was like, whatever, just keep it. But I didn't think about the way back. And so when we were on the way back, they asked us for
$3.50.
and I only had $3. So then we were like,
I literally thought the kid was gonna go, it's all good, like whatever. And he was like, well, now's your chance to get off. And I was like, get off? Like we're gonna get off the whole ferry because of 50 cents? And then the ferry started to move. And he goes, well, I guess it's too late now. And I was like, geez,
no,
thanks.
and then he said you can go to an ATM and bring us 50 cents. And we were like, but we already gave you guys an extra 50 cents.
It ended up working out because at one point I went back to my car before the whale watching and I had 50 cents in my car and I went and I gave it to him and we're even Steven. So we have integrity. We paid our dues. So anyway, we made it back to the Balboa Peninsula. It says here, have lunch at HarborSide Restaurant with great views of the harbor or go to the cannery for some seafood. Now, we went to HarborSide Restaurant.
Because we've been to the cannery.
The cannery was a little bit further away, so we thought let's stay in that fun zone area, and HarborSide was kind of in the fun zone. So it was easy, it was convenient, and it was somewhere we had never been.
Yeah.
But we had some time to kill before, so what we thought was, let's ride the Ferris wheel. Had you ever been on the Ferris wheel?
Not that long.
So I had been on it once and it was really fun and I thought we have 30 minutes to kill, let's go ride the Ferris wheel. So that was one thing that we threw in that ChatGPT didn't tell us to do, but it was just a way to kill time and do something new and have fun together. So
Well, it was funny because he's like, I think this is gonna be scarier than you think it is. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's a Ferris wheel. Like, how scary can it be? And plus little kids were on it and it was whatever. It wasn't even that big. We sat on it and I was like, whoa, it goes like way faster than you think it goes. And I don't know, when you get up to the top, it's like,
you get the feeling of like almost a roller coaster when you get to, it's not
like
going really fast, but it feels, illusion-wise, it feels really fast.
Yeah, so you were right. It was a little scarier than I thought it would be.
So we rode the Ferris wheel, we had some fun, then we made our way to HarborSide Restaurant, and it was cool. It was cool. I mean, look, at the end of the day, location-wise, it's awesome.
Yeah, views are beautiful.
The views are beautiful.
Sure.
It's a staple in that area. It's been around for decades. It's a legendary Newport Beach restaurant.
Right.
Service-wise, they were amazing.
Amazing.
From the minute they saw us and they greeted us to taking us to our table, to the service, to just taking care of us, it was just, I felt like I was in my mom's living room, you know? Like, they really cared about us. Food-wise, it's really more of a diner.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely not a 5-star dining experience.
It's not. Like, if you're going there for like the best food ever, it's not. It's diner food.
Don't go for the food. If you're going for the view,
the ambiance and the service.
Yeah, then definitely go check it out.
All right, guys, so we got this awesome booth. It's elevated, and we have a beautiful view of the water, and we just got our happy. So we got zucchini sticks with ranch and a Caesar salad. These actually look great.
They do.
They look really, really good.
Can't wait to try the zucchinis too.
We're like suckers for zucchini sticks and ranch, and it's got a kind of a diner vibe. So I feel like you got to know your audience here and get like diner style food. Let me try it. What do you think? They hit this one out of the park. This one is delicious. It's kind of hard to stop eating. It's like so crunchy and so tasty, but still light. It doesn't feel. All right, should we try the Caesar salad? Let's give it a shot. It comes with a nice little crostini. Crisp, refreshing, cold, nice. Well, we're waiting for our main course. We'll chime in soon. All right, guys, we got the chicken sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
This is hers actually. We should swap. Let's swap.
I don't normally order this kind of stuff, but you know what? I know where I am, and every now and then I love a good fried chicken sandwich.
Fried chicken. And I only order fish and chips because I love tartar sauce. They didn't bring any vinegar out, which is okay for me because I don't usually eat my fish and chips with vinegar. Do you?
Not really.
Comment below if you like your fish and chips with vinegar or no vinegar. The batter could be a little crispier. Especially, I was expecting a lot more because I thought that the zucchini batter was just unbelievably crispy, right?
Well, not crispy.
It needs to be crispier. These are very McDonald's-esque.
They are. These are good.
Shoestring fries, very tasty. It could be hard. Gosh, I'm so picky today, huh? All right, let me try this.
Which side do I like?
The chicken's warm and hot.
It's like malt vinegar with your chip fish.
Sure, we'll take some. Thank you. That's so funny. She just brought us vinegar. There's a sauce on it that's a little sweet. I'm more of a savory kind of guy. What are your overall thoughts of it?
It is what it is. I think it's the best fried chicken sandwich I've had. It's also not the worst.
We're gonna finish lunch, and we'll see you at the next spot. But overall, I give it like I rated it a 5 out of 5 experience because the food is what we expected to get. The service was above and beyond, and the location was awesome. So for what you get at HarborSide and what they promised, they delivered.
Right.
Then ChatGPT says, in the afternoon, after lunch, it's beach time. So it says here, from 4 to 6 p.m., head to Newport Beach or Corona Del Mar State Beach for some relaxation and beach activities. Bring a towel and enjoy the sun, or take a dip in the ocean. Now, in full transparency, we didn't think we were gonna make it to the beach because the second part of the afternoon per ChatGPT was go to the Newport Back Bay, take a quick trip to the Back Bay for a scenic walk or rent a kayak and do some paddleboarding. Now, that's the thing that ChatGPT doesn't take into consideration. So going to Corona Del Mar State Beach would have taken forever. So the short answer here is, we didn't think we were gonna make it to the beach or the Back Bay because we had been to the Back Bay a billion times. Yeah. Basically, we didn't take board shorts. We had like an hour and a half to kill. For the evening, it says, take a sunset cruise from 7 to 8, book a sunset cruise with Newport Landing or Davies Locker and enjoy the beautiful sunset. Now,
so when I looked at that, we kind of switched that up a little bit because we've done sunset cruises before, but when I was looking it up, I saw that they had a whale watching option, and I was like, oh wow, that is super cool. So the timing for that one was a little bit different. The last one, I believe, was at 4:45, so we kind of switched some stuff around.
So that's what kind of messed everything up because we finished lunch around 3 and we knew we only had an hour and 45 minutes before we had to be back to whale watching. So we basically didn't take board shorts or a towel or anything because we thought by the time we finished lunch, we would maybe kill some time at the fun zone, but we killed some time at the fun zone before lunch. So we had an hour and 45 minutes to kill. So what did? We went to one of the boutique shops and I got some swimming trunks.
Yeah.
And we did an impromptu
I just
dip in the water.
I got my clothes wet.
So
the waves were aggressive that day.
They were, and we didn't want to mess up the hair, you know.
Yeah. So anyways, I messed up the bottom of my outfit that
But we were in the water and we experienced the beach for about 30 minutes or so. And then we went back to the car to kind of freshen up
Try to
before.
freshen up a little bit.
So we're sitting in the car right now getting some AC.
Taking a nap.
As much as we want to do everything ChatGPT says, walking, traffic, beach congestion, heat, like it's just a lot. So after lunch, we went to the ocean, we jumped in the water, or I jumped in the water and freshened up a little bit. And now we're back in the car and we're just killing a little bit of time, charging all of our equipment before we go whale watching. And just kind of like refreshing, recharging. So I think, those are things that ChatGPT doesn't consider because it's not a human being and it doesn't know that we get tired. We'll see you at whale watching. Whale watching was one of those things that we probably would have never picked.
I don't know why. Like, why have we never done it?
But
it was so cool. I actually want to do it again.
Yeah, it was really fun. And we actually got to see whales. So we took a lot of footage.
Lots of dolphins.
There was 2 boat options, right?
Yeah, so we took, I think that was
And we got it from
3.
Newport Landing. So if you're thinking about doing this or doing whale watching in your local, Newport Landing was awesome. Very fair prices, great customer service, and the guides on our boat were super helpful, like in finding the animals, but also telling us about how they found the animals and more about the animals and all that fun stuff.
So we chose the more intimate speedboat experience. So I think you can do like the bigger one, and for those of you who get seasick, the speedboat is probably not your jam. So you can do the bigger boat and take that one out there. But I like getting wet. I love choppy waves. So I chose that option.
And again, it was a smaller group, right? So we had like 15, maybe 20 people on our boat versus the slower boat probably would have had 4 or 5 times more people. And once we were done with the tour, we could just smash back to the peninsula versus taking a really slow boat and barely making our way back. And they did something really fun. They actually stopped by one of the big buoys with the sea lions. And we got to see the sea lions sleeping all over each other, all cozy and comfy.
Cute.
So we got to see cool birds and pelicans, and we saw dolphins, we saw marine whales, we saw sea lions. It's all there, definitely worth it. I think the tour for both of us was $168.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though is that it wipes you out. So you get really tired when you're out in the sun and the water for like 2 hours. It was 2 hours, right?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. And then when we got back, we were just like, whoa. I was like so ready to call it a day. But then we had dinner and I was really excited for dinner because we went somewhere very nice. But yeah, I just wish I wasn't as tired for dinner because I wanted to kind of wrap that up fast and get home.
Well, and I think that's another point that we want to make around the whole ChatGPT thing is like, she's a robot and she doesn't get tired. And basically when I say maximize the day, it's like boom, 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 boom. But it's based on AI and it's based on no traffic. It's based on finding a parking space really quickly. It's based on so many different factors and nothing going wrong. And when like ChatGPT says go on a sunset cruise at 7 to 8 and you pick whale watching at 4:45, everything gets compressed and we have to figure out what we're gonna not do and what we're gonna do to fill the time. And I think we did a really great job.
No, it was awesome.
But I think part of the exhaustion was also just constantly staying on track and making sure that we got to where we needed to get to at the right time so we could do it. Plus, like recording content isn't that easy, right? It's stressful. Like, am I getting the right footage? Like, it would have been so awesome to just sit on the boat and just look out at the water and watch the whales and the dolphins and be present. But I'm like, I better get B-roll because I want whoever's watching this video to see what we experienced. So like when you add in all that, I think we killed it. Like I think we did an awesome job. So ChatGPT says dinner at 8:30. It said dine at the dock for an upscale experience on the waterfront or Blue Water Grill for fresh seafood and a relaxed atmosphere. So we chose the dock.
Because again, we've been to Blue Water Grill.
Been to Blue Water Grill multiple times. And to be honest with you, one of my good friends had mentioned the dock as one of his favorite restaurants about 1.5 years ago. And he was like, take Tanya to the dock. It's a great date night restaurant. And after 1.5 years of wanting to go, he was right. Like if you're local, go to the dock. It's definitely an upscale experience. You're definitely gonna pay a pretty penny for the food, but like hands down, 5 out of 5 in every category. Like when we walked up, it's funny because it's like on the water, but the curb appeal of the restaurant is like non-existent. Like it just says the dock and it's like a door. But when you go in, it's a very intimate dining room. You've got views of the water. The lighting is very nice and dim. The service was incredible. I mean, gosh, how excited was our waiter?
Oh yeah, he was.
He was like a perfectionist. He was talking about the food and the specials. My mouth was watering. Like he was so descriptive, and you could just tell he memorized every single part of the specials. And he was like, the risotto and the peas and the fish, it's the way he was describing it, you know? And like, it was just really great. That we started off with like an amuse-bouche, which was like a cucumber with some like tartar on it, which was like kind
tuna,
of like tuna tartar, just to kind of start everything off. They brought out bread and butter, which was very tasty. We ordered Maryland crab beignets.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That I didn't think I would like either because I'm a real savory girl. But
well, he was basically saying it was like a crab donut, but it was savory.
It was savory.
I'm originally from Virginia, and I grew up eating Maryland crab. And so anytime anyone says Maryland crab, like sign me up, I'm in, because it takes me back to my childhood. And these beignets did not disappoint. They were little fried Maryland crab balls of goodness. With some nice sauces, like there was like a chipotle sauce or a Cajun sauce that was really nice. And then we got a gem salad to kind of freshen up the palate a little bit.
I always need my salad.
And then you ordered the king salmon, which was unreal.
Seriously, unreal.
And I ordered the halibut, and mine came on a bed of risotto. And honestly, I ordered it because our waiter was so excited about the chef's ability to cook risotto that I was like, if I leave and I don't get this risotto, I feel like I'm missing out. So I ordered the halibut special because I wanted the risotto, and honestly, every single bite I took was mouth-watering delicious. So ChatGPT says after dinner, evening stroll or dessert at 10 p.m. Geez. Take an evening stroll around Fashion Island for some shopping at 10 p.m. That's crazy. I think they're closed. Or grab a dessert at Sweet Lady Jane or Atomic Creamery. I'm saying this only because we did highlight Atomic Creamery. It's one of our favorite ice cream shops. So if you do have the ability to ever get ice cream from them, definitely do it. Never been to Sweet Lady Jane, never been shopping at Fashion Island at 10 o'clock.
But these are all great things. Okay, so we now know AI is not perfect.
Yes.
Number one.
It's
Number
not.
two, these are also like great things to think about next time we're in Newport. So some of the stuff that we didn't get to do, we can put on our list for next time. And you know, when it's kind of your local area, you get stuck in a rut and do the same things and go to the same restaurants over and over again. So it's nice to do something different.
And some cool, so let me just close it out here because I think it's really cool. So ChatGPT writes, departure, leave Newport Beach with wonderful memories of a perfect summer day.
And that we did.
We did, high five. And that closes out our day with ChatGPT.
Can I add something? When we were at HarborSide, we were talking to our server there, and she's a local, and so we told her about
what we were doing,
and she said basically it was awesome because ChatGPT came up with like all of the iconic things to do in Newport Beach, which was cool.
So really quick, let's jump to the gift card. Question number 1 is gonna be, what did Tanya order at Alta Coffee? Do you remember what you got?
Yes, I do.
Question number 2 is, who was the winner of the frozen banana challenge? The date. Oh yeah, and why don't we make the third answer to the question, what was the first appetizer that we ordered? If you're a local, we want to do a $200 gift certificate to The Dock. But what we want you to do is we want you to subscribe to our channel and then comment in the comments, I subscribe to your channel and I sent you a DM for the gift card.
Yeah, so the 3 answers.
And I think my Instagram handle at @YRobertMac is somewhere on the YouTube page, but send me a DM and just say, here are the 3 answers to the quiz, and then we'll enter you into a drawing to win $200. If you're local, it's $200 to The Dock. If you're not local, then we will find out where you're from, and we want to buy you a $200 gift card to your favorite restaurant, so that whether you're supporting local businesses in Newport Beach or you're supporting local businesses in the area that you live in, because we know YouTube is limitless.
Or even if you want to try a new restaurant in your local town.
We want to give you a $200 gift card for sticking with us, watching this video, and just having fun with us. And let us know if there's ever anything that you want Tanya and I to do in the future. We want to create content that's fun, exciting, and engaging so that you guys have a blast with us, because we had a total blast.
We totally did. I loved it.
We killed it.
Was so fun. And if you haven't by now, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe to our videos.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.